Gurudevo Ishvara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Guruve Namaha. Guru Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwara Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Vishnu Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Sakshat
Rice in the refrigerator?
Huh?
Do you have rice in the refrigerator?
If you go into the temple, on the left is a bag of rice. Get that. Annie, tell us what we're doing next, please.
Okay, so it's a new moon. So the new moon is the time of Shiva. So a really good mantra to do to work with the Shiva energy and the new moon energy would be the sky mantra. So I say we do that.
Okay. So can you explain a little bit about?
No.
No?
Probably not.
Probably yes. If you don't share your wisdom, then the world is not a better place. Unless you're feeling like.
But it's been how many? 20 years since I was in India.
Right. So you've been going to India for 20. You went to India. You've been to India for 20 years.
10, 15 years. I haven't been there since 2012.
Okay. So,
Where was I? Oh,
okay,
this place and this temple is related to a temple and an ashram in India in out of Bangalore.
Yeah.
And so I was living at this ashram for a year in about 2009, 2010 studying. They had a school called Seoul University, and so I was learning things there, and that's where I met Paul.
So what drew you to India? Why did you go to India? No, because you know here.
I did India because I had a lot of past stuff that happened to other people that I know very close to me, and so my whole idea about going to India was you go to India to die. Because that's what happened to my friends.
That's what I do. Okay, so you were afraid.
So I was like, I don't need to go there. You go to India, you die. So, and then Swami, but I did get involved with a Swami group here, but I still had no
Swami
intention.
Kaleshwar.
Swami Kaleshwar, with no intention of going to India.
Okay, great. So,
but just learning the mantras, learning the wisdom, it was really beautiful. We were doing mantras.
So this guy Swami Kaleshwar came to California.
He did sort of.
When was this?
2008. No, this was 2007. September 2007.
Okay. And you were involved in a process?
I was involved in a process. I didn't know what I was getting into, but I volunteered to go into this process with a lot of other people. And it was called the Maheshwari process. And Maheshwari is a version of Mother Divine. And we were to do a specific deep process for that. But in order to finish the process, you had to go to India.
2007.
And so 2008, the finishing product of the process was Shiva Ratri 2008. So we started this process in 2007, September, and then we finished it in India in 2008.
Great.
And that's how I ended up going to India and going, okay, I get it. How can I live here?
So, okay. So do you know why, you don't know why you did this process?
I know why I did this process.
And, of course, only share what you feel comfortable sharing, but you started the process in 2007, which culminated with the process in 2008, February, at the ashram of Sri Kaleshwar in India. Okay, great. How did that turn out?
It was beautiful.
Good. Very nice.
It was very beautiful.
Right.
It was successful.
Great.
It worked.
It worked. And then how did because a lot of people don't know about meditation, process, Sri Kaleshwar, India, this and that, and so on and so forth. So I'm just trying to share with people, okay, well, what is it? What did you receive? Is there, what? Okay, should I turn this over to the fire? Do that. Should we talk about it while or focus on the fire? Okay. How's that? So Okay, so you did this meditation process and you went 2008. How has your life changed? For the better, for the worse, the same? Did you marry Gary shortly after the process?
No, I brought him to India. He didn't do the process, but I brought him with me. So he was one of just a couple of people in India at the ashram that wasn't in any process. So they became the no process group.
I got processed by
walking around. It was like about 6 of them.
It was great.
And so it was amazing. And so of course we wanted to come back again for Guru Purnima in July. And so our process had continued. So this process we started in going. We were still doing the mantras. Gary with me to India, but he wasn't in a process. And this time it was brought to Swami's attention that there was about 8 people that weren't in process. And so he gave them a person he made a group out of them. And so they got to have a group, and their leader was Hanuman. And he had a great time in India, and Hanuman talked to Swami and said, Swami, I really think these people deserve to have darshan with Mother Divine. And they created an energy and a force, and Swami allowed it, and they got to go into the temple and each have their own personal darshan with Mother Divine.
Is that true, Gary, or is she making it up? And so when you saw Mother
I have a magical life.
Right.
So our lives have changed, yes, better, yes, and just being more in touch with divine energy and energies from higher frequencies and vibrations raises frequencies and vibrations, and you can feel it in the mantras. You can feel it when you're saying these mantras. You can experience it. You actually get to go and have experiences, real experiences,
as opposed to just like visions and dreams and stuff like that, but real experiences.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. So we do these fire pujas every new moon, full moon, in order to build quantums of energy and to receive certain of those positive vibrations.
It's very good for protection too from the energies around us, to help us build our protection circles through the fire and to keep us on our.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to be doing what mantra tonight? Sky mantra. Okay. Okay. How long do you want to do it for?
Till the energy says it's done.
Okay. Well, let me know when the energy says it's done, and
You'll know.
Okay. Go ahead, and if people don't know what it is, great. Okay. Terrence, you know the mantra, right?
It's the first mantra I ever learned from.
Oh, really?
Which one? I happened to show up on it. That was the first
Oh.
The sky mantra. The sky mantra. First one.
You want to start it, Paul?
Om lingastakam nidam punyam Shiva sannidho Shivaloka mavapnoti Shivena samogati Om lingastakam nidam punyam sannidho Shivaloka mavapnoti Shivena samogati Om lingastakam nidam punyam Yapate Shiva Sannidha Shivaloka Bhavapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokamavatnoti Shivena Sahamogate Om Ligastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokamavatnoti Shivena Sahamogate Om Ligastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Sanita Shivalokam Apnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Apnoti Shivena Samogate Om Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanita Shivalokam Avapnoti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Nidam Punyam
Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokam Avatnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Niram Punyam Yapate Shivasaya Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivalokamavapnoti Shivena Samodate Om Lingastakam Nilam Punyam Yapate Shivasanidam Shivena Samodate
Shivena Samodate Shivena Samodate Om Vingastakam Yapate Shivasana Shivalokam Vamsi Shivena Samodate Om Vingastakam Punyam Yapate Shivasanida Shivalokam Vamsi Shivena Samodate Om Vingastakam Punyam Yapate Shivasanida Shivaloka Malapnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Vidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanida Shivaloka Malapnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Vidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanida Shivaloka Malapnuti Shivena Samogate Om Lingastakam Vidam Punyam Yapate Shivasanida Shivaloka Malapnuti Shivena Samogate. What's really good is that when you're in front of the fire, focus on the flames, focus on the experience, focus with your eyes, focus on the release of vibrations that bring you down. At the same time, with the eyes, you're absorbing the energy, the light that comes from the fire. It may seem like a simple fire, but hidden behind those flames is tremendous energy. Shri Sai Baba used to spend time in front of the fire pit. Why? Because he knew its power to transform not just him, but the devotees that would come and be in his presence. We spend so much time out in the world, but when we come to a fire ceremony, we touch the divine, we touch the supernatural energy that is found in the fire, through the fire, and it touches us whether we are conscious of it or not. People say that I have a hard time focusing. I have a hard time releasing. I have a hard time with the negative emotions, the negative thoughts, the negative vibrations, the negative energies. The solution for that is the fire element. It has tremendous power. It has tremendous capacity. It has tremendous depth. That's why we come twice a month, new moons and full moons. The new moon energy is powerful because we're tapping into that consciousness of Shiva, like what Annie was talking about. Shiva. Who is Shiva? Why do we want to connect with that energy of Shiva? What will we receive? What will we let go of? How is it important in our lives to connect to that divine masculine energy? Because the source of everything is combination of the divine feminine, which we call Shakti, but it's also the seed of creation, which we call Shiva. We can't always change the circumstances in our lives, but we can access the consciousness of anything in creation. Why? Because when we access consciousness, we're accessing the creative force in creation. Everything has a consciousness. Change the consciousness, you're a master of the creation. You want to access anything in this world, you have to access through the unchanging seed of consciousness to that. You want to change pain? Find the seed of that pain. Then offer it to the fire. Everything in the creation has a seed of consciousness. If there's sadness, there's a seed to that sadness. You have to connect, release, shift, change. You can go back to the consciousness before the seed was planted. That is mastery. People say, oh, I can't change anything in my life. You can change. You can remove by removing the seed. When you remove the seed, that seed is embedded in consciousness. Consciousness is into eternal love. But you have to fight for it. You have to focus on it. If you don't have focus, you can never achieve your goals. You can never without discipline. Today's youth, the big problem is that they don't have focus. They don't know how to focus their energy. They don't know how to focus their thoughts. They don't know how to focus their energy. That's why we meditate, so we can strengthen the mind, focus at the source of the thoughts, and we can take the seed of the negative thoughts and cultivate the positive thoughts. Attention deficit disorder. What's the other one? HDHD, ADHD, attention deficit hyper deficit. I also had it when I was younger. I had very difficult time focusing. Very difficult time focusing. So what I had to do is I had to change my chemical wiring in my brain. You know, you can change the chemical wiring in your brain. You can create as much dopamine as you want. You can increase your endorphins as much as you want. You can create your own hormonal balance, but you need to access consciousness within the brain. All this is the balancing of the elements. When the elements are in balance, the hormones are in balance. The miracle of a human being is that they are a reflection of divinity, but we don't see that. We don't experience that. Why we went to India was to have the experience of something greater than us, because we see ourselves only as damaged goods. Isn't that true, Annie?
Yeah, I'd say
I
so.
mean, I was broken when I went to India. I thought I was broken. I thought I was damaged goods. I thought there was no hope.
I actually was in a lot of pain, and I was on my healer, heal thyself journey.
Yeah, it's amazing when the healers need to be healed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big job.
Yes.
Yeah, she throws in the whole cup of rice into the thing.
Ah!
That's why we. That's why we go to. We went to India. That's why we sacrificed time, money, resources. Why? Because we were. I can only speak for myself. I was in a lot of pain, very confused, didn't believe in God anymore, felt left out, felt my life was hopeless, that everybody was succeeding except me. Until I started to get in touch with where that thought came from, where the seed of doubt in myself came from. See my point? If you ask the divine, show me where this pain came from, where this heartbreak came from, where this um, fear came from, where did this loneliness come from, where did this lack of feeling loved come from? Because that's the source of everything. Feeling of not being loved. That's why we search for God, because we don't feel, we have content with ourselves. We've come to terms with ourselves, but we really think, we've, how should I say, we've negotiated our perception of ourselves down to a base level. Okay, life is going by. At least I'm surviving. I'm happy with that. We've negotiated ourselves back down to the common denominator. Well, at least I'm alive, so I must be doing something right. Isn't that right, Annie? When the world around us beats us up and projects on us our low self worth, we are convinced, okay, well, I guess my self worth means I have to have my body look like a certain way. I need to Botox my butt. I need to Botox my lips. I need to Botox my forehead. I need to Botox my breasts. I need to have a bigger butt because that's what society tells me I'm attractive. If I'm attractive, people will notice me. If people notice me, then I'm pretty. I'm worth the attention that somebody's giving me. That's what society tells you. And then it tells you if you're not that, you must be unhappy because you're not worth even looking at. You don't have the right car. Success is defined by our perception, which is being fed through media to tell you your happiness is linked to what you have. Or how much money is in your bank account, or how many things you've accumulated, how big of a house you have, how fast of a car you have. And then you're on top of the world. You drive around the freeways to show to everybody else that you're better than them.
Everybody else in your forklift.
What was that?
Yeah, it just plays on different levels of what people consider important. You know, that's why for mobile dot, it's like having a new forklift to drive down Main Street.
Right?
It's a show of prestige, accomplishment,
Accomplishment, self-worth.
self-worth. Yeah,
That you're
and
only worth something based on what you've bought, or what you paid for, or what you have achieved. God forbid if I have a truck, I'm on the bottom of the barrel. You go down the freeway, Bugatti's on the left. Even Mercedes Benz nowadays is common. It's like, he's got a Mercedes, just like all the other commoners out there. Okay, he's only got a Beamer. Oh, he's only paying 300, 400 a month. Ah, but even today in Los Angeles, if you have a Ferrari, eh, but if you got a Bugatti,
yeah,
watch out. And if you have a Bugatti, I guarantee you the windows are tinted. You're getting attention, but you don't want people to see you. It's a big illusion. So it took me a long time when I was in India to recognize, well, who am I? What's my worth? Am I happy? Why am I not happy? If I'm not happy and I'm truthful with myself, then how do I get happy? That's the conversation. You cannot be happy with your eyes looking out. You have to close your eyes and look within. It's not easy, right, Annie?
It's not.
It's not,
It's
isn't it?
well worth
Yeah, spirituality is not for the timid. It really requires a lot of discipline, fortitude. Anyway, so
and a strong desire.
yeah,
That desire to want to change, to have that, to the discipline and the desire go together.
persistence, determination,
Determined.
inspiration. You can be determined and have no inspiration. That's easy. But it's amazing how the illusions really trick you. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just amazing. Anyway, okay. So let's go around with the coconut and then we'll yeah.
Constantly. But it's okay. They're blessing you.
Take a little blood and take a little piece of my karma.
I hope you enjoyed.
Yes, sir. Did. Thank you.
I hope we didn't bore you with the conversation.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I said I hope we didn't bore you with the
No,
conversation.
no, no, no. Thank you. Thanks for
You're from which part of India?
the words. I'm from Chennai, Madras.
Chennai. So you're Tamilian.
Sorry?
You're from Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu, yes.
South.
South. Bangalore is south too, considered to be
No,
south.
but
Bangalore,
Chennai is on the east.
Hyderabad, Madras, and I don't know what the capital of
Tamil Nadu,
Kerala.
there they have a lot of Shakti.
Kerala. Thank you.
A lot of Shaktas there.
How long were you in India, Paul?
14 years.
Whoa.
It was an interesting time
Yeah.
for yourself.
One day
I know China's gonna come out.
It's
How
China.
did you get it?
I have no idea.
I was married there.
Where?
I was married in Delhi, but we went to the Taj to on sunrise to celebrate. Ow. But I'm not married anymore.
No, I want to go Kailash.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh,
basic of
yeah.
We're hopefully gonna go in July.
And then we have
I think it-
Kailash temple in Maharashtra. Ellora?
Whoa, that's a crappy crack.
Ladakh, if you know what that is. Like, close to Tibet.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's a little
Yeah, it's more like a Buddhist thing, but it's all the same. It's all energy,
bit. Muscle
power.
Baba was
Yeah.
Have you been to
basically a
Tibet?
yogi.
Tibet? No, I want to.
Yeah, me
Very
too.
badly.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe if you want, you can.
They're
We're thinking. We're thinking.
money out of it. It's not a holy thing anymore. There's tourists there.
I know.
I spoke to a couple of people like sincerely.
Kind of sad.
Okay, thank you for joining us, everybody. God bless.